how I got into this mix.
This is Derek Bros with the Conscious Resistance Network, and this is the creeping death of the Libertarian Party. I've kept my mouth shut about these elections for a while, but in light of the recent Libertarian Party National Convention, I think it's time for me to share my thoughts. First of all, for the uninformed, there's a large difference between the libertarian philosophy, anti-state, anti-authoritarian individual that goes back hundreds of years and the Libertarian Party in America that we know today. And sorry, ANCAPs, libertarianism didn't start with Murray Rothbard. Second, although the Libertarian Party espouses more intelligent ideas than any of the other parties, they have largely been irrelevant in their 45-year history. In order to overcome their irrelevance, the party has twice nominated a former Republican governor who does not seem to truly understand the philosophy. And now, they have added a former Republican governor as the vice presidential pick. That's right, 2 former Republicans are now the nominees for the party of principle. From what I've gathered, this move was made so the LP could get funding from super PACs and maybe possibly be added to polls necessary for them to get on national debates. Some might call this a wise, pragmatic move. Go ahead and elect the guys with the experience and name recognition so the party can be respected by the mainstream and maybe get enough votes to have a bigger voice in 2016 and beyond. I, however, consider this to be the end of any sort of principle that may have existed within the party's framework. Now, millions of people who might discover the Libertarian Party are going to get a distorted view of libertarianism. I imagine the party will only become more mainstream and less important to the radical, principled individuals who are fighting for a more free world. Why is this important? Because Americans are dissatisfied with both the Republican nominee and the expected Democratic nominee. This means people are looking for another option, possibly a third party. Well, the powers that be and individuals without principle are weakening and corrupting whatever good may have been in the Libertarian Party. It will either continue to be useless or will become more popular but less principled. The choices are extremely lacking, and I can barely recommend voting, even for a third party. I know some will say that a vote for the Libertarian Party could push it over the 15% needed to get in the national debates in 2020, and then maybe by 2024 or 2028 or 2032, we will get enough votes to be a formidable force. Sorry guys, I don't have that long. So what's the solution? As you may know, I don't vote. But if you must vote, vote with your conscience and your principles. Whether you're a libertarian or not, you do not have to feel guilty if you don't participate. Think of non-voting as a strategy, not apathy. I do recommend that every individual find ways to live by their principles and get involved in your local community to build the world you want. The presidential election of 2016 should be a clear sign that real change will not come from the ballot box.